When I first became a dad, we were living in Colorado, and the minotaur came home to roost. I'd always had fear, but when I became a dad, all those free-floating fatherly fears just began to coalesce. Every night before I went to bed, I would envision the beast out there, waiting, threatening, maybe coming to get me. Just this big, monstrous, ripped man with a bull's head and an axe. And he had a very specific way of holding his axe. It looked a lot like this. Executioner's axe. It's funny, my kids have these little axes. And I think now I kind of get a kick out of them. Maybe I'll pose naked for you. Hey, how about that? The axe of the minotaur would be something I would see every single night out that back sliding door. Was it going to come for me that night? Didn't know. What would happen if the minotaur came to get me? Would it simply chop my head off? Would it make me be him? Would it take me over? See, the minotaur is the curse. The minotaur is my father's rage that lives within me. I think anybody who's even taken a psychology class would get it. What would happen to my family if I became that minotaur? Could I ever terrify my children the way my father terrified me? I feel like I want to stand at my own window just once, get a little picture of myself, but I don't look like a minotaur. I'm too flabby, and I don't have enough hate. The minotaur had a lot of hate. More hate than I can handle being around. More hate than I want to see in the world. The minotaur is the worst case scenario for me. The man who's overwhelmed by his own rage and hatred, by his own resentment, and who's simply going to destroy. This rage would destroy anything. It didn't really matter. If you happened to be there when it wanted to destroy something, it was going to destroy you, whether it loved you or not. I guess that's the essence of the minotaur for me. See, it all relates to the curse. If you're cursed, and if ultimately it's going to get to you someday, the evil, the rage, then there's nothing you can do about it, right? You just have to kind of wait and bide your time. And for me, I think finally becoming a human being involved outlasting the curse. When that minotaur showed up in my life, it was the beginning of the process that leads to where you and I are right now, which is working my way through the labyrinth and just finding some way out of it, I guess. Before I can get out of it, I think I need to explore it a little more fully. I feel like there are portions of the labyrinth that I haven't dug through yet. How can I leave it? How can I say goodbye? I feel like I should shave with this thing.